And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we're continuing with Doom Amalgoom and some Megawad combining maps from Doom 1, Doom 2, and other inspirations. This is Map 4, Checkpoint. It's a combination really of Map 4 and Episode 1, Map 4 from Dooms 1 and 2. Now, unlike some of the previous maps that we've seen so far in Amalgoom, this is more of a linear map. There really isn't much backtracking. It's fairly straightforward in that sense. 3 secrets to find. They're not always terribly obvious. I hope to be able to show you a good, efficient way to complete this map, have a little fun. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. As always, we're playing on the Ultra-Violence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all 3 of these categories. There are 237 kills to be had, with 3 secrets and 66 items to pick up. Speaking of pick up, let's go ahead and pick up the regular shotgun. And before we go too far, tag our first secret, and it's a super shotgun. I like that. Now we're going to open this door. There will be shotgunners through some blinds to the left. So just be mindful of that, so you don't step out too quickly. Pretty good. Pick up your ammo. Of course, we had to pick up your armor. We don't have all 3 keys. That will be the final area to go to. There will be imps above and some other enemies below. Familiar looking area for sure for Doom players. So let's go ahead now, take care of the imps above. Alright, now we pick up the armor and health bonuses. Why not? We'll go through this way. I mean, we could go that way, but we won't. First, this is more of a self-contained area. We pick up the ammo, and we continue along this way. Chain gunner. And there will be, this is a very recognizable design. I'm sure it's familiar to fellow Doom enthusiasts. So why don't we go ahead, take care of the enemies in the area, grab the ammo, or you can save the ammo if you don't want to use it now. We will actually come through the other side of this yellow door. We don't have the yellow key anyway, but just to let you know, we will come here just to show you, but we won't need to come back this way. Spectre. Let's go ahead and fall down for another Spectre. A resilient Spectre, for sure. Some chain gunners to the left. And imps. Let's pick up the chain gun. Guess we can use the chain gun here. Why not? Pick up the goodies. Now there's a rad suit, so of course we're going to take it. And it's basically going to be chain gunner maze. So why don't we go ahead now? Just be cautious about it. Don't go too far, though. There are more chain gunners. Yeah, you don't want to rush. So we're going to go ahead and just... Oop. Oop. Alright. Just sloshing around, I guess. Pick up the ammo. This will be the last turn. But don't go too far. There are chain gunners on both sides in these little alcoves. So pick it up. You have plenty of time with your rad suit. There's no need to rush. And that's it. Now we're out of here. Chain gunner. I didn't say we're out of chain gunners. I just said we're out of there. Ooh, that was pretty good for one blast of the super shotgun. I like it. Some imps coming down. A small trap. Nothing too terrible. And now the rad suit's over, but that's okay. We're out of the damaging floor anyway. If you want to go back down, there's the switch for it. And now we grab the yellow key. Take the teleporter back, and it'll take us back to the start point. We're still not ready for that, but we are ready to continue with map progression. But before we go to the yellow key door, why don't we take this area? It's also a little self-contained. There are some pinkies to take care of first. Then I think you can use your chain gun if you want. Whatever weapon. You have your chain gun, your regular shotgun, and your super shotgun. I think chain gun will do just fine at this point. Whoop. Really made that imp jump, eh? Going to grab the armor and health bonuses. We will appear through the other side of this door, so don't worry about it. Just like the yellow door, we're going to come through it the other way. So I'll show you that later, just as we pass by, just doing our map progression. Shoot, turn around, and shoot. Just make sure you're far enough, like I was, to make sure you don't get caught by any of the barrels. A good shot to the barrel, and it takes care of all the other barrels, which takes care of all the imps. It's as simple as that. This is a non-secret area, but a mega armor is always nice. And now we can proceed through the yellow key door with a couple of not specters, but a couple of pinkies. and, of course, some chain gunners. Ooh, not too bad. Did that relatively efficiently. Grab the ammo, health if you need it. Some more imps and gunners this way, nothing too serious. But before we go through the next door, let's go ahead and get that supercharge. Now, if you're playing and you want to save it for later because you're worried about, not having enough health or maybe making some mistakes, that's okay. You can leave it and come back for it. But for the purposes of the walkthrough, that's not terribly exciting. So I'm just going to take it now. But that's where you do need to eventually come for it if you want your 100% anyway. All right. Just want to make sure that those chain gunners don't get too sassy with me. And I think now we can go ahead one side at a time, take care of the imps. Just the gentle tappa-tappa. And that's that. Maybe super shotgun here, speed things up a little bit. Now, as you know, strafe running, not my strongest suit. But we're going to come over here and grab the goodies. And we're going to go back over on that side because there's a secret. Not much by way of goodies, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, tag the secret. There's going to be a couple of chain gunners here with a couple of stim packs. I mean, it's kind of stingy. But counts as a secret. Can't complain. So that clears this area, takes us back to that teleporter. And now we can jump down into the goo with our rad suit. Proceed. Well, that'll just take us back up. Proceed down to a bunch, or a top couple anyway, of specters. And a room full of gunners and imps. There are more. There we go. Generous ammo in this map, so I've been like super shotgunning my way, even though maybe a regular shotgun at times would do. Alright, now we're up into this room. This is a fun room. There's a lot of bonuses, but basically these two computer towers, they're going to lower with a bunch of enemies and barrels. So be prepared to just shoot the barrels. Alright, I guess that wasn't too bad. Armor if you need it, pick up your red key. And that takes care of that. Opens up this area for us. Just some imps and some zombie men. Hit the switch, you know the drill. It'll allow us, here, I guess I can pick up some ammo. It'll allow us to, to go out this way, take the teleporter. And now here we are at the red door. We will see the other red door later. Alright, let's check out this room first. Lots of gunners in here. There's also the last secret in here. So go ahead, pick up the goods. So the flashing wall, press, which will lower this wall, which is a berserk pack. And now we have all three secrets. We don't have all the items, but we have all three secrets, which is good. Next room, like I said, we come out this way. It is the red door as promised. Now this is an interesting room. It's quite dark. This will make it marginally better. I take out the regular shotgun because we have a series of imps looking for us in the dark, stumbling around. Very hard to see, I have to tell you. Pretty sure there's still another one there. There we go. And that's it. If you press this switch, it's just going to turn off the lights. You don't want that. So let's go ahead. And yeah, small trap was per norm in this map. Just a bunch of lower level enemies, I guess, gunners and pinkies and imps with respect to when you open up a door. No, I don't know. Chain gun, I guess. It's another kind of like mostly imps room. There are imps over there. There's an imp over here. Health if you need it. Ammo here. Press the switch, it will lower this. And now we get to go up. That'll take you back down if you want. Press the switch, you can shoot them through the bars if you want before opening it. I didn't think that was necessary. And we take the teleporter back, and now we're in the final, pretty well, the final area, because we're gonna, before we get to the exit area, I mean, we still need the blue key, and this is where this is. Don't grab the blue key yet. So what's gonna happen is when we grab the blue key, a bunch of enemies are gonna teleport out of there and from here. So I like to run through this way and use that area of the narrow corridor as my whole point. So let's go ahead here. Actually, I'm not... Actually, maybe I should do that right now. Because there are imps on either side plus a rocket launcher. So I don't want to touch the rocket launcher because technically you grab it if you didn't have it before. So these are 2 easy imps to miss. Don't miss them. Just make sure you come up here and take care of business before everything else. All right, we just want this to open up. And like I said, we grab the blue key, we race outside, and we're completely set for defending using this whole point. Once we're satisfied that the enemies have finished teleporting in, we can use the next doorway to the right as our whole point. Right? Because I did say enemies would be teleporting in the other room too. Not sure who's left. I do hear some grunting. It's usually a zombie man inside here. Ah, chain gunner. Nice try, you. Now this door did open. I just want to make sure there are no stragglers. No, doesn't look like it. All right, that's good. So now armed with the blue key, we can go through the blue door, take the teleporter. You guessed, it takes us right back to the start point, and now we're ready to head to the final area. Now that's just a giant tower. It's going to have a bunch of barrels on it like we had in that other room. Let's go ahead and make sure we collect the goodies first. Some imps above. More ammo. Certainly a generous map with respect to ammo. We'll head up. And we will, maybe we'll use the chain gun, I don't know. Why don't we go ahead and we'll go down looking for stragglers. Oh, looks like we're okay. Get the lift going because you have to press this switch to open up that door. I don't remember if it closes behind me or not, but I do like to just make sure that it doesn't. Saves time if I'm not mistaken anyway. Now you can use your rockets for here, I guess. Just don't get too close to the green torches. That's going to be very bad. So I think maybe, who do I have left? 1? Okay, so now we can head down. We can go to the right. Inside each area, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking to do a series of switches to get this platform area to raise. You can just do one side at a time. I just wanted to pick up the ammo. Chain gunner. I did get him, I'm pretty sure. We'll find out in a second. Yep, there's his chain gun. Thank you, kind sir. And then we go to this side. This is where you normally get the Spectre, but there's another chain gunner. Do hit this switch as well. And yeah, now we can make our way across. That'll make your way all the way across. There's a pretty nasty trap here for chain gunners. That's why I kept running all the way to the far door, because they can't quite reach me from there. And now you can casually make your way back, and the last 2 will be disposed of. Just make sure to keep running all the way up, otherwise, yeah, you're likely to get cut down. So we're going to do our final count. Yes, all 237 kills, all 3 secrets, and all 66 items. You know what that means? Yes, indeed. We're done. And that's Checkpoint. It's map 4 from Doom Amalgoom. It's a fun, very linear map, very familiar areas from the early incarnations, of course, of Doom. I think it's just a fun map to play. I don't think there's really much strategy to it other than just making sure you don't take too much damage and you just keep proceeding. Like I said, it's a linear map, so I do hope you did enjoy the walkthrough. Do hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that. This way you won't miss any further videos that I upload. But for now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.